Do you really want to see a better Nigeria? Or you just want a version of Nigeria that works better for you? Do more, talk less. People ask you to show workings, they want to see what you've done. It's as if you don't earn the right to say until people have seen you walk the walk before you can talk the walk. I was one of those that believed that for you to earn a right to say anything worth listening to about solving the housing crisis, you must have put your money where your mouth is before you get to talk the walk or talk the talk. But, ladies and gentlemen, I have walked the walk and I have come to realize that talking the walk, just speaking grammar about the problem, is also as important as putting your money where your mouth is. When we started our company, it was genuinely about helping people, about genuinely making housing affordable. I remember early in 2025, somebody commented on one of our Instagram posts saying that we should stop selling ideas to people. That if our approach truly works, we should show proof instead of just speaking grammar or doing animation of how it works. And we too took the feedback and we intensified efforts to prove that we believe enough in our method to solve the problem we say it will solve. Literally put our money where our mouth is. And interestingly, by August 2025, we've spent more than million, out of which 1 naira was not spent on buying a bag of cement, but rather on infrastructure, on building a team, on building the structure, and building the tech that we need to deliver our approach to solving the problem, in trying to prove that our approach truly works. So yes, we've walked the walk and have finally decided to start talking the talk. Because if anything, I am sure that the over million and still counting that has gone into proving this has brought us the right to say whatever we want to say about solving this problem. But all of this aside, because if there is one thing that this experience has proven, it is the fact that this housing crisis is not something that you can simply solve by building or even dashing people free housing. What it has confirmed is the fact that the mentality, the exposure, the environment, and even the perception of an average Nigerian, that mentality that has been conditioned by a lifelong neglect and failure of economic, of social, of physical development is a major contributing factor of the reason why the housing crisis has persisted. So to solve this crisis, to genuinely solve this housing crisis, we need beyond economic policies, beyond new physical planning regulations, because as equally important is the need to recondition the mentality, the mindset, and the perception of an average Nigerian about how they themselves and what they do cause and affect the housing crisis, as well as how a change of this mentality, of this mindset, is equally important in turning the crisis around for the good of everybody. So, what do I hope to achieve with this? Number one is to reach out to individuals, organizations, NGOs, and persons who have been stuck between showing workings and just talking about the problem. People who have done the work, people who are doing the work, people who have put their money where their mouth is, people who have been burnt, people who are just talking about it, and people who are simply just passionate about solving this problem. Let's connect and work together. There is so much going on in the name of solving the housing crisis, but in different silos. And because of this, all this is not enough to move the needle. Meanwhile, if we all combine forces, if we put all these efforts together, I am confident that we will do more for the people we hope to serve. My second goal is to reach anyone for that matter, who genuinely wants this housing crisis to be solved, to first look within and at their mentality, their mindset, their habits, their way of life, to see if in any way they are indirectly or directly contributing to the housing crisis. For example, ask yourself, do you pay your taxes? Are you law abiding, especially when no one is looking? Do you take social responsibility seriously, or are you one of those that empty their refuse on the roadside? Do you hold yourself accountable? And finally, do you really want to see a better Nigeria, or you just want a version of Nigeria that works better for you? I hope this helps.